Hey everybody, I'm Axel back with more reactions with the next. As always, remember to support the original content creator by using the links on screen and in the description below. If you'd like to support our channel, use the info at the end of this video to like, comment, subscribe, follow, join our Discord, or become a patron at patreon.com/3D. Thanks for listening to my boring spiel, and I hope you enjoy the video.
Also, they need a new intro sound. Ooh. It's so amazing to me the mix they have of like 3D and regular animation now. Yeah. They do. It's always in very light areas. I usually find it to be in things like smoke, bubbles, kind of ethereal things that are almost make more sense to animate in 2D sometimes. Ooh. Yeah. There we go. See, like right there with the framing on the other tail coming through, that's a cinema shot. Like, there's definitely things that scream out to me as not as necessarily even new for the season, but just as stronger and different. Top-down scene runs, nice pan. Love the red. I think that right there is a good example of it. The chair is amazingly rendered. It reminds me of that teacup from volume 2 or 3. The one that bothered me.
My queen.
No, it was the one in Ozpin's office. It was just it was so highly rendered.
Cinder. When I chose you as my vessel for the maidens, I put my trust in you. So I trust that you wouldn't possibly return to me empty-handed.
The relic of knowledge. I took it right from under Ironwood's nose.
Your general speaks less of your intellect and more to his. After all, you were outsmarted by those children first.
And according to radio chatter, that same general and his forces outsmarted you. A shame Watts never made it back.
I'm afraid the doctor was a necessary sacrifice. I do hope this little one doesn't become another.
Who is she?
Neapolitan has some very useful abilities and has proven to be a valuable asset.
You certainly do enjoy collecting assets.
Oh, hey, them.
Cinder. You're here! I knew you'd... Quiet.
So devoted to someone so incompetent. While the good doctor and I were advancing the will of our goddess, dismembering the very body of this kingdom, you were merely atoning for past failures.
Polendina's creation interfered with the transfer of the Winter Maiden power. But now I know she has it. And once I return to Atlas, it won't take long to finish what I started. That power will be mine.
I've given no such command.
Ma'am, now is the time to...
Please don't tell me what to do.
This game is not yours to win, Cinder. It's mine. Just because you're more valuable to me than a pawn does not make you a player.
Oof. That's a good quote.
Everything is already in motion.
Very, very good.
All you need concern yourself with is your ability to act when I tell you to.
See, I really like Cinder's character, But I feel like this is the first time her dialogue has really hit me like that. Like, that is some really good dialogue. I mean, not... And to be fair, it's not like she has a lot of opportunities to deliver this with her, you know, Scott, you know, all over the place appearances. It's fine. That's great for a final villain. I'm just like, yes, that is the villain right there. That is peak villain status. Big villain moves. Look at his badger hands.
Thank you.
Yep, it was one of those three. I just went with badger because it's the first one that hit me. Now that you mention it, it is probably more of a sloth hand. I feel like the claws are a little longer, but I don't know.
Need a lift?
Oh, okay. Nice. I just went with my instincts. I'm like, badger? Badger, 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 mushroom. Okay. Enough of that. Too many memes.
I was stupid to think the General would listen. Every choice I've made was the wrong one. And now...
Yee.
We all did what we thought was best. I'm just glad you're all
I won't lie. I like the switch-ups, but I don't know if I like them more than the originals. You know what I mean? I just enjoyed the switch-up because it's kind of that anime cartoon thing where they draw people, not in this series, but in many anime series, with the same outfit through the entire series. Nobody wants that.
I know. Sector 3 is going to need the most help.
Yeah, that's seasonal clothing.
Your way right now. Fiona, do you copy?
Oh yeah, that is much nicer for sure. That angle is a lot easier to see it. Poor Penny.
When we heard you went off after Ironwood on your own, we... How did you end up down in the slums?
It's a... long story. I get the feeling there's been a few of those tonight.
You're not going to tell them.
You and I aren't done talking yet. Where's Crow?
Those secrets, man.
We don't know. Last we heard, he was with Robin, but...
All right. Your friend is back now. You ready to work? The largest Grim Horde ever seen is hovering over the tundra, and out there is a city full of people with no heat, and from what you told us, no more military protection. And while we're happy to give you guys a place to lie low for a while, it's time to get those people some help.
How? Ironwood is stopping all evacuations to Atlas, and we can't get them out of the city with Salem's forces surrounding us.
The crater, beneath Atlas. It's not safe, but it's warm, and with everyone in one place, we can do a better job protecting them. May can send you where you're needed most. We've got to get everyone down into that crater before nightfall. In the slums, we might have a chance.
I don't know why, but the
We're
fact
never going
that
to sleep again. I
Blake's
just know it.
zippers are open on her arm bother
Either
me.
you're helping, or your baggage.
I'm okay with the zippers, I just don't know why they're open. And I don't know why it bothers me. Like, there's no real reason for it
We
to.
need to get out there and do what we can for Mantle.
We need to do what we can for everyone. What about Amity? And telling the world about Salem? We can't do this alone. We need...
No.
Ruby's right.
The innocent.
Fortresses can handle
No.
evacuation better than we could. And there's a bigger picture. But Amity isn't even finished. It was still under construction.
Doctor, what would you need to launch Amity now?
We made decent progress on construction and fuel collection. All potentially manageable, but, Amity was designed so that it couldn't launch itself without first being granted clearance from General Ironwood's terminal.
I just want
Ruby,
Space Grim
there
for the
is
next
no
season when
way
they go to
Ironwood
space.
will cooperate with us.
He doesn't have to.
Sorry,
We just
random
need the green light
musings.
from his terminal, right?
You want to go back to the academy?
Actually, there is more than one terminal. The one in his office and one in the main Atletian military compound at the base of the city. You'd have to get into the compound somehow, then get inside the operations room, and then... Oh boy, I might need to think about this some more.
And just to clarify,
I like
this is
that.
the easy option?
That he just doesn't
What you're
have a
saying is
plan
it can't be
offhand
done.
is very nice.
It's pointless. And even if you got the message out, there's no guarantee help would come.
It's not pointless. Atlas is only Salem's current target. She's not hiding anymore, and once she's done here, she'll move on to the rest of Remnant.
There you go.
We need
Big picture,
to warn
girl.
them.
I like that.
Ruby, when we came here, we said we'd follow your lead.
Well, it's also
Things haven't exactly
comes
worked
into
out.
the personal. Yeah. Oh, for sure. My other thing for those kinds of things are
There are
always
people here who need us right
personal
now.
versus the big picture, right?
That's something we can actually do.
But this isn't about just Atlas.
And not to say that they
Right.
are heroes, even though they are,
They need to know
or
that's
self-proclaimed
the
heroes,
visceral
but that's what
feel.
heroes do is
That's
consider
so they can
others
leave
as
her.
opposed to personal, right?
Okay, then let's go for both.
I don't know.
Get Amity up and running and evacuate Mantle.
But that's how
Yep.
Salem got this far, by
And so
dividing us. We
yeah,
have to stick
and
together.
she's sticking on the important pieces.
Salem
I love it.
wants is to turn us against each other. Just like this. John has a point. We can work separately and still be united.
Or let me take the relic to Salem. And maybe she will call off her attack on the kingdom.
I don't think we can trust Salem to actually do that. And the moment
Smart.
she uses the staff to create anything else, Atlas falls onto Mantle.
Nobody's turning you over to anybody. I think that's the one thing we could all agree on.
Okay, then I guess we're going to Atlas. Can you help us get to that terminal?
I suppose someone needs to help you bypass security.
I'll go.
Penny, we can't risk...
I'll go.
Do what you gotta do. I'm going out there to see what I could do.
Hmm.
Gang. Go by the pharmacy. I was developing some new tools for you all before.
Oh god, another upgrade.
You're going
Okay.
Nora?
I'm going with Ruby.
But what about Mantle?
Oh, I'm saving Mantle. Because I actually believe we can do this.
Hey, we're still united.
I hope so.
Hate soft passive aggressiveness. Ah.
I might actually have an idea for
Does she have a tracking beacon? Oh no, she's getting a call from him. Shit. No, girl! Port plan!
Hello, Penny.
My name is Monkey D. Luffy. I'm a big king of the pirates.
Safety. Tell me where you are, and I'll have you picked up right away.
I'll do it.
Atlas needs you, Penny. Salem is here.
She's not going anywhere until you change your mind about Mantle. There's still a chance for Remnant to
Mantle? You're still worried about Mantle? Remnant is doomed, Ruby. Unless we leave, Salem will destroy Atlas, and with it, any hope humanity has left. We need to think about the future. If she makes it through her defenses, everything that follows will be on your hands.
I mean, there's a fine line of like responsibility versus truth in action. Once again, and I pushed that a lot last season where I'm sure people were like, oh, he's on Ironwood's side. I'm not. I just also see his side of things in that there is a fine line between control, freedom, and information that's necessary. You might not want everybody to know how to make a nuclear bomb, you know? That might not be the smartest decision, you know?
Sir, the prisoners have arrived. They're being processed in Stockade B.
But I do think he is definitely gone beyond the keen of what I would consider being smart to that level. Like, he's made a lot of poor choices. A lot of poor choices.
Could you give us the room, please?
I'll be fine.
Probably not.
Thank you, Winter. I don't know what I would do without you. No one has ever seen a Grim Force this large before. The city's hard-light shields will hold, but not forever.
What will you do, sir?
Wait, you can't be in here.
This is absurd. Let us through.
I told you we need a space.
I am going to do everything I can to defend this case.
I like how they're all still up in it after getting tricked into voting in going with what's his nuts. Personally, I'd be too ashamed to speak at this point. Yeah, see, that's a little too far. It's that kind of inserted context, right? If it's not specifically mentioned or given context, like if he shows up later, cool, maybe it was a stun round, but as of right now, I just have to assume that was a live ammunition. Yeah, that was a live arm, and that he put that guy out of his way. Now, once again, on my side, that guy didn't deserve that, but definitely shouldn't have been saying shit after falling right into we'll watch these through. Although they really don't like it when I put the credits into the videos. I don't know why. You figure they'd like, it just went. You'd figure they would like this part being like displayed more on YouTube or whatever, but I always end up getting flagged for intros and outros. It's crazy. But music is the big one now. Like if I get rid of the music, it's really a lot better for sure. I'm not sure how 8's gonna be though, because they went hardcore on that cooldown this last time or whatever. But I mean, yeah, the whole thing with that guy is he definitely didn't deserve to get shot. But I definitely wouldn't have been up there saying stuff after I had just kind of fallen into someone else's plot. You know what I mean? I mean, self-awareness, and then, like, what are you really doing here? Like, this is the exact situation Ironwood exists for. Theoretically, right? Like, this is why you even have a military power, really, is for times of extreme danger. And in those times, military definitely takes control. You know what I mean? Like, that is pretty typical of most civilizations, I'd say, throughout history. Now, that is definitely a danger as well. I.e. Caesar, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, but I think he should have definitely a little bit known his keen there and his position. Having said that, damn, Ironwood, definitely going a little off the rails there. That's something that is definitely, that's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in Doom. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. He was done with it. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm not letting these guys... And honestly, if you look at it... Oh, yeah, at her. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's waiting for her to say something. I was like, is he gonna finish her? I definitely saw that little moment where he's just like... Let's see, right... Here's where it happens. But yeah, I definitely saw it, and I was actually waiting for it, but she didn't do anything. Yeah, then he looks over. And right there, even before he looks over, you can see his expression change slightly. His eyes go from a kind of intense stare right here, and he relaxes. He kind of squints his eyes a bit, relaxes, looks back at her, he's like, alright, I'm done. The problem's finished. And if you go through the mind of a military person in that situation, his mind state is, this man is endangering lives by getting in my way. He is, at best, a unwanted and untenable nuisance. Now, once again, not condoning his actions, but that's his mind state right there, is this guy is costing soldiers' lives and civilian lives just by doing this. He needs to get out of the way. Yeah, military, whatever. I do know the one, martial law, yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. During martial law, you could get shot for stealing rations. You know what I mean? And any number of other crazy, you know what I mean? Especially military stuff. Like, people forget, like, the military is a very rigid structure of power and officiation. You know what I mean? There are very few. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. I mean, it is the ultimate form of, like, this is authority, and you know what I mean? It really is, like you said, that power hierarchy is absolute in military, as opposed to, you know, other things, government, you know, where it's like, okay, we got like these 3 dudes, they're all the same level now. Like, in the military, there's almost always a very clear step of power. There's never 2 people on the same level, because that causes problems. All right, let's see. Now we got the next episode.
If you enjoyed watching or want to support the channel, remember to attack that like button, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, or join our Discord using the link on screen or in the description below, so that you can get daily updates on all of our uploads and live streams. We know we're not perfect, and we can always improve, so please visit our Discord or comment below with a critique or a compliment to let us know how we can improve ourselves. Finally, if you're just starting for more content, you can become an honorary member of 3D Productions at patreon.com/3D and get exclusive access for as low as $1 a month. This will also give you early access to all of our online content, including comics, gaming, music, and of course more of these reactions. Even if you're not able to do any of this, it means the world to me that you would sit down and watch my video all the way through to the end. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I'm Axel, and I hope to see you next time for more reactions with the next.